Hi, welcome to the office. Today, I'm going to help you to go through your loan package. We have a lot of information to go through. So I'm going to help you go through your loan package, and I'll be explaining and talking to you about some of the things that we need to make sure that we correct in this package. Since we've already gone through it, this should be very, very easy, okay? So, are there any questions before we start? Okay. I'm going to make sure that we don't take up too much of your time, but to make sure that you are very confident that everything in this package is going to go very well when they do your audit, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go through the closing disclosure. I'm going to be making sure we turn the pages so that you can get a good sense of listening to the sound of the soft pages turning so that you can relax. Okay, we have all dates and names on each and every document. And we're going to make sure this is a closing disclosure that we're going to go through. You always want to make sure to go through every page to make sure we have dates and names. This is a quick claim. I don't believe there's anything else that we needed to do here. This was my notarization, 24 December 2021, 30. And then I believe I should be making sure that I also print a name at the bottom of every page. And I need a blue pen. Isn't that something? I don't have a blue pen with me. I should always have blue pens. I have blue pens, however, I don't like them. Let's see. You guys are going to hear all kinds of noises. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure, well, you're supposed to print your name too, but I'm not going to worry about that. Got my notary stamp. Got a stamp here. Everything's filled out and stamped correctly. Stamp. Full initials. Making sure everything is signed. And also, I had a witness that needed to be there at their signing, which they did provide, which is a good thing. Once we go through all of this, we're going to package up these papers, and we're going to go to the FedEx store. I'm making sure. Stamp. Always making sure. Here is the right to cancel. You always want to make sure they fill out the right to cancel so they understand their days of when they can cancel. But they do not fill out the box and where they wish to cancel. But they do sign the bottom line showing that they've acknowledged that they have the right to cancel. And usually I have about 2 or 3 of these. It's a G. And we have party. And then we got, again, we have the name of the just enjoy doing this stuff, you guys. Every document has my special attention and the care that it takes to make sure. Now, there were special instructions that we needed to make sure that we filled out everything in blue ink, which we did do. This is the cost and credits itemization by paid credit form, and this is declarations. This is insurance information about the insurance companies and their total payoff and everything. This is all the information that people give for payoff, transactions, and important messages that goes along with that. Then they talk about, in some of these forms, like the tangible net benefit disclosure, some loan information that they use to format the loan. And then you have a signature and date. Signature and date. This will not be filled out because that's for the broker and the lender. Now, signature affidavit. Signature affidavit pretty much is a document that has a information about how a person has signed their name. And you want to make sure that person signs and date, and that you date, put the month and the year, and your notary commission. And that one is for Ms., and Mr. Alright, and this is the compliance agreement. And then we make sure that everybody signs. And then we have our stamps. And then we have our signatures and our dates. This was a mistake here. Notary stamp did not go well, so I had to do it twice. You cross it out, initial it, and you proceed. Now we get into information about tax records and information. This is what they file down at the county clerk's office. Patriot Act, you want to make sure that you look at the instructions, and it says complete a separate form for each of the borrowers, and that only one form of identification should be used. This was a mistake here, so I'm going to cross that out and initial, and then direct it there, and it's up here. Okay, you know what I didn't do here? I think I feel comfortable if I do it. I don't think you have to. I'm just going to say I certify. I always do it. Nobody's ever said anything to me that I'm going to stamp it. I'd rather over-sign and over-stamp than not to do enough at all. You know what I mean? Okay, so now, closing disclosures again. There should be 3 of these because there are 3 people on this loan application. That's all 3 of those guys. This will turn backwards, because right after I go through all of this, I'm going to scan this document back, signed and dated. Okay. There was one thing I'm really concerned about with the tax information. I wasn't very sure if they marked that they acknowledge the attestation on that, so we will get to those shortly. This is the note, and we just have that signed, no date, signed, and no date. It's really easy to do some signage for people who are very familiar with signing loan papers. They didn't want to read anything because they had gone through this prior to me coming. So it made it so much easier. However, it was still like a hour-long signing. So we got our witness, signed, a date, and stamped. Here's some more right to cancel. Jane, Rebecca, and Mr. Alright, and then we got, let's do those in this order again. It's very important to make sure you keep your order. At first, I did not think that I would actually be able to do this, but I did. You gotta make sure that this is at the office. So when the title company comes, okay, so here, this is where the universal residential loan, you want to make sure that whoever the person is in 1A, the personal information, that they initial. 1A, 1B, and she initialed. And that's what I just went over. She is actually the main borrower. And this is 2. And that's all her information. Alright. Loan and property information. Change. So she DocuSigned right there. I don't think I should have had her re-sign because she's already signed. So she signed that. I'm going to say that that's correct. Rebecca. She's in 1A. Okay. Let's see something.